EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Hey, 20.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here. I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amendola again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back up. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Tannehill throwing again. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that. Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive
just past the 30-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Breeze now to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. So the big play gets him the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On first down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though.
He's going to sneak it, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees taking it in, and the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Vince up to go for 2 here. Now this time, Breeze will throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Lutz now to kick this one away. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though? Wins $100,000 for his efforts. Also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day. Unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Tannehill now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. To the air again, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again is Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down, it's Gore. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Again, Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Well, as the dust settles for the New Orleans Saints on this season, yes, a lot of disappointment for the second year in a row. But, you know, 13-3, #1 seed for the first time since '09. Now, they did suffer the first home playoff loss under Breeze and Peyton after 6 wins, but a lot to be proud of this year for New Orleans.
No doubt about it. I mean, that team jumped out right from the word go. Well, let me rephrase that. After a season-opening disappointing loss to Tampa Bay, they ran off a heck of a streak and established themselves as the team to beat in the NFC. The only concerns going forward, will they get everyone back healthy? Remember, Sheldon Rankins, their exciting defensive tackle, got hurt in the playoffs. But the other part is, can they shake off the last 2 years of losses, get that out of their psyche? That crazy Minneapolis loss to the Vikings, and then the controversial non-call in the playoffs against the Rams this year. If they can put that behind them, they'll be a force again in 2019.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
3 down.
The final shot before half for Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here's Lewis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close. Do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Ready, yellow weighty. Ready,
They go play action here on first down. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 39 yards. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Ready? You ready? Ready for set.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed two-point conversion. Now they're down two.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for two in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for two unless you absolutely have to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another carry now for Gore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Tannehill gives to Drake. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
Deep.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Demario Davis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a handoff for Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Derby taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. To throw is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Tannehill going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And now Tannehill and the Dolphins are going to go for 2. Now it's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Cameron Wake coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready?
Now Breeze got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing now, Tannehill steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in